My name is RighteousNicky, and welcome back to another Hero League Overmind game. Now, today I'm going to be showing you a hero that I have never shown you before since I started making my Curse of the Storm videos. And that, my friends, is going to be Azmodan. Now, recently, if you have watched my stream, you would know that I've played a lot of Azmodan laser build. And the main reason here I'm going to explain in just a moment. First, Sky Tempo is going to be normal Maiev and Hanzo. Hanzo is not a normal ban. Usually you ban Genji because stuff like that can happen. The enemy team first pick Illidan is pretty cocky. Maybe he's an Illidan main, and generous Sky Tempo is a good map for Illidan. We're going to go Greymane and Malfurion, which is excellent choices. Malfurion can silence deep Illidan and potentially Genji, and Greymane gives a lot of burst chase versus Illidan and Genji, which is excellent. Now this guy here is going to tell me that we don't need Azmodan, but I believe I've been playing a lot of Azmodan with a lot of success with laser build versus a lot of Genjis, and I can tell that it really works very strong. Out macros, clear camps. Yeah, Greymane is a pretty good camp clear. And I, as an Azmodan, can stay on the 4-man lane if it's needed. So, why laser build is good? Because someone like Genji is pretty squishy, relies on killing squishy targets, which Azmodan isn't, to get resets, and then wants to escape with his mobility. And Azmodan can deal with all those three stuff. And I'm going to explain that to our teammate here, Malfurion. As Azmodan has a lot of big HP pool, it's hard for Genji to just dive on Azmodan and get a quick reset. No, I'm not going Globe build. I don't say that Globe build is a bad build. I just think that laser build outperforms Globe build when it comes to high mobility squishy heroes like Genji and Illidan. Because, well, what they will usually do, especially with a Genji, you will dive in, try to perform your damage with your dash, and then try to jump back out. So with Azmodan, you start casting your laser, and the laser is going to pump on range. So not only that, you're going to start moving towards him, and he is just not going to have enough mobility to outrun you. And at that moment, he's just going to die to the consistent flow of damage. That is the whole idea of the Azmodan. As well as that, yeah, they have two divers, but we also have a support and a tank that can peel from. Now, the hardest counter to Azmodan laser build is hard CC, and as I'm going to see in this game particularly, Uther is probably the best support to counter the Azmodan laser because of his stun. Uther's stun is like a very low cooldown ability, like 8 seconds or something. I'm not sure, 8 or 12 seconds or something. But as an Azmodan, you need to start channeling your laser, and you need to channel it for quite some time, like maybe 5-10 seconds. And in that time, Uther can shut you down completely, and your damage dealing too, which is very not good for you. And yeah, I actually am not happy that not only that that our team decided to ban Hanzo over Genji on this map, which I think Genji is pretty strong on rotations. They left Uther. Which is a huge Genji enabler when it comes to his ultimate, and we just like. It's very hard to deal with that, especially if they coordinate it pretty well. Not only that, if you want to burst Illidan, now Illidan has Divine Shield. Not only that, they're double support, so it's very hard to kill their squishy targets. Very hard to deny. Now I'm actually going to start putting some pressure on the Illidan here. That is only the level 1 laser talent. I think it was like Master of Destruction or something. So basically this gives you less mana on channel on the laser, and gradually increasing its range the more you channel. So that way you put pressure to people that try to run. Now, the laser build's full potential starts to shine after level 7. On level 4, you're gonna get the HP lifesteal. I'm gonna ping my team here, by the way, to contest Illidan, because it was obvious that he was going for the camp, but now 8C coming here, but 8C needs to go for soaking. So now with Johanna here, I'm gonna just start channeling my laser, and Illidan just needs to escape from here, because he's just starting to take way too much damage from my laser, and he's gonna die. Now problem is 8C can block me away, so I'm actually gonna stand towards the wall. So even if he pushes me away, I'm not gonna get displaced that much. I'm going to try to finish out 8C there, but I'm just not as fast. So we did manage, especially with the help of Ty, because Trande was also there, so it was a 3v3. But I think the laser build there put a lot of zoning pressure on Illidan, forcing him to leave out the camp. And as well as a very smart positioning for me to try to stay pressured on the camp from 8C. Now Gluttony. This is going to be your HP sustain talent. It's a very good talent if you're trying to 1v1 on a lane. But generally I think, especially if you're going full laser, this can help you, especially in team fights, sustain quite a lot. Especially if you're, let's say, start channeling on a tank. You can start become a very nice big threat when it comes to not only trading damage but sustaining yourself. The only problem about sustaining yourself as an Azmodan is you don't have any armor enablers, like you don't have any physical or magic armor, so you're very dependent on your supports when it comes to burst survival. So what I was trying to say is that the level 7 talent really enables your laser build, and that is called March of Sin, if I remember correctly. Basically, it allows you to move a lot faster when you channel with your laser. So in your normal channel, your movement speed is reduced to 40% movement speed. So if your normal movement speed is 100, your normal walk, then you're basically slowed more than half your movement speed, which is not good. I'm just gonna randomly walk back to my gate here to try. Ooh, Genji now coming. I'm gonna die though. I'm gonna die here. You know I was gonna escape, but 3 people bottom was a bit too much. And our team, considering there are 3 people on the bottom, our team should be able to put as 4 men towards 2 other people, enough pressure to cap the 2 tempos. And as you can see, they're trying to do just that, but a bit too late. And Johanna's going to be forced away. We're losing middle as well. I'm going to go try put my pressure on Illidan here, because it's a target that I can easily 1v1. So the March of Sin talent decreases the movement speed reduction from 40 to 80% of your normal speed. So as you can see, I can now, though Illidan's mobility was very well executed there to jump on the minion wave, I can now move a lot freely. Oh no, I'm gonna die here probably. 4-man dive. I'm gonna start channeling my laser, but it's just too many people. I didn't expect that dive. This was my mistake there. Not seeing that the tempo ended. I got a bit greedy for the vision, and I died. Yeah, that's totally my mistake. So the March of Sin works exceptionally well when you're trying to put pressure on Illidan and Genji, especially if no one can interrupt you, because you can just keep that pressure moving forward them, and you're not that swallowed. Like, you're swallowed by 20%, but you need to keep in mind that your laser's range increases by quite a good amount. So overall, you just walk towards the target with a normal speed. So as you can see here in this situation, I'm just gonna keep getting that range, and Illidan is just gonna die. He couldn't do anything. He could have gotten lucky if he had his Q to jump on an ally, maybe. But yeah. Now this is a good example when you can create some distance between you and your enemy with the increased range when you're trying to clear some mercenaries. I'm gonna start channeling on the Trande again. A very nice secure. Genji did use his dash, so we might be able to kill him here. I'm gonna dive deep there. Oh, he died to a Taika's grenade, but Taika's now gonna die. I'm taking a lot of damage from the fort now. Uther is gonna try to stun me. I'm channeling my laser again, but now Illidan coming. Now this time I'm gonna die probably. Mouth is actually coming, so it might be enough. Moonfire, yeah, but the Uther burst. So That's fine. That's fine. We actually managed to pick up a lot of kills on the bottom and we're getting very close to 10 ourselves. So that's fine. Now, when it comes to the laser build... What? Illidan didn't stun Greymane there. Did he like use his Q right there? Feel like he dodged it somehow. Interesting. So, for level 10, on an Azmodan laser build, both of the ultimates work pretty well. Now, I personally like Blackpool here, because our team doesn't... I don't know what happened with those report there. I guess he got disconnected or something. Maybe I shouldn't have reported him that soon. I picked the Blackpool because I wanted to have more wave clear on this map particularly. So not only that I'm gonna have a strong laser, but I can have a strong Q without having the need of quest. Now, I mean, again, getting into a 3v1 situation. If it was 2v1, I think I would have taken them down, but 3v1 is a bit too much. And in the meantime, our team is gonna cap that, so that's good. I felt like they have been losing pressure on the bottom, but I think they've been, since the enemy fort was clearly a lot lower on HP, then probably they're actually doing fine. So that is why I choose Blackpool. Not only that, if you put yourself Blackpool on top of yourself and start channeling laser, you're gonna get more initial damage from the laser and more heal from the laser. And that is like 75% more, so almost 2 times. So that's pretty good. If you're in a dire situation when you want to trade more 1v1, that will help you as well. But I mainly use the Blackpool for the wave clear, as you can see. It is not as effective as going for the Q quests, but still enough. Oh, I'm gonna get hunted as well. I'm probably gonna die here. I'm gonna start channeling my laser so I can get some HP sustain, but... Oh, Johanna stun. It's probably not going to be enough. Oh, I'm gonna die to the 8 CP bow wizard though. That's fine. You know, Mofiran actually tried to save me pretty well there. He tossed me a rejuvenation and a moonfire, so it was enough. Just that I just took too much damage. I didn't have enough HP to run it to the safe place. So I have a bit too many dates here, but in my defense, I've been put in a lot of 2v1, 3v1 situations in which our team in that time should have put some pressure themselves in some other places. Tychus is gonna give up on his life. That's pretty unfortunate. Level 13, you go for the empowered laser. It gives you 40% more damage when you reach the max channel, so it rewards you versus an on-stun team to do more damage if you keep your channel up. Illidan is gonna go full engage on the Greymane there. I'm gonna start actually, we're getting heavily outnumbered. I feel like everyone's gonna die. Yeah. 2v5. I'm gonna try to run. If Uther stuns me here, I'm probably dead. Yep. Genji is gonna die. I'm trying to pick up that fountain. It's not enough. It's just not enough. I had good decision making from the Johanna. She did cap the tempo, and that is what I wanna see. When we're getting outnumbering, that we're winning some other objective in the meantime. We didn't really go in. We saw... I actually didn't engaged, and I tried to help my teammate, then I tried to run. That's pretty much it, what happened there. Malfurion's having some disconnect issues. Okay, so level 16. I think for the laser build, since you're going to be looking for not only better 1v1 potential, but as well as more sustain during team fight, I think the best talent here is Sin for Sin. It gives you 10% steal from a target enemy, and usually wanna use it mostly. I'm gonna throw my Q there, bursting the Uther. Now I see Genji, he's actually gonna escape here. Then I'm gonna guess he actually went out of range. So we're looking forward towards the boss now, since they have teammates dead. Seems like a good decision actually. So Sin for Sin deals 10% of the maximum HP of a hero and heals you for double the amount. So 20%. So If you, the best choice is for you to target a tank during a team fight, because he's gonna have the biggest HP pool. But also you can use it for like, oh, Genji is gonna dive here. But since he is actually a one, oh, but it's, yeah, we actually managed to cap the boss. Yeah. They didn't have enough people there, so that's fine. So they didn't have much chance to contest that. 8C wasn't there as well. Now, I'm actually gonna put some pressure here on the middle till the boss goes to the... till the boss reaches the bottom lane. Seems our teammates are leaving Illidan and Trande to do free damage while they're doing a mercenary camp. That's not great. Boss is starting to get pretty low, and we cannot have that. Juhana is doing some engage there. I'm gonna throw my bow. Not enough. Trande got killed by the Uther. In the meantime, I'm gonna put pressure on the lane with my demons and generals. 8C going with the stage dive. Now I'm just gonna start casting on the 8C. He's gonna get divine shielded though. Alright, Blackpool for another Q into the squishies. And I'm just gonna cast into the 8C again because he's been putting a lot of threat and he's not as mobile as the others. We're going to be able to finish the 8C. And now when they're all squishies and pretty vulnerable to our poke without them having a front lane. Unfortunately, our team is going to be pretty scared to advance into any more siege damage. So, ooh, seems Juhana is getting engaged there. Right, we decided is just oh, Genji trying to put up a fight there or something. Now in this situation we're actually, oh, that's not good. I guess I'll start running because they decide to engage on me. I'm gonna start. Yeah, I think it's just better to go to get the hell out of here for now. Yep. Top is being hard pushed as well. I'm just trying to my best to recall. They just keep poking with Trande. Genji is trying to reach me as well. He dashed in the other direction. I did finally manage to recall. Now our team really needs to start capping the middle because we are losing a lot of siege value like this. I'm also thinking about my level 20. I'm probably gonna upgrade my Blackpool. Because it gives them not only slow movement speed, which is actually not that big of a deal. The slow attack speed is very valuable versus someone like Illidan. Getting him less resets. 40% is a pretty nice amount. So I'm gonna start putting some pressure on the middle shrine here. I'm trying to snipe them a bit for some damage. Not enough though. Genji now coming in. I'm just gonna start channeling my laser. He got divine shielded though. I'm gonna continue chasing him. Gonna sim for sin on the 8C. 800 HP. Now Illidan. Illidan diving right into my laser. Though he's going to be able to jump on an ally. And this is very chaotic fighting happening. Now Uther in a bad spot. He's gonna die. And Trande also getting called up. I'm just gonna start channeling on the Trande. I feel like this might... No, I'm gonna get stunned by the 8C. Now the Genji taking a bit damage there. We should finish... Oh, we got a kill on the Genji from the Tychus. Cool. Now we should really push the 2 lanes. Try to get secure the level 20. And in the meantime, my other teammates, since we are 5, they definitely need to start capping the middle tempo, yeah? So, I forgot to mention Army of Hell. Army of Hell, I think, is better when either you're playing versus a heavy tanky team, that you can just put a lot of melee pressure from their auto attacks, or you are playing versus a poke team that consists of things that you can block with your Army of Hell. Now, I actually haven't figured out versus which heroes it would be good to block. Maybe versus someone like Jaina, though Jaina has a lot of AoE. But you can block her Qs pretty effectively with that. Other heroes, I'm not sure if it's gonna work versus Hanzo, but generally, most of the times I just go for the Blackpool because it gives you that very nice quick dip push that is always valuable. Army of Hell is a bit of a more situational talent in my opinion. Also, probably Army of Hell is a bit better when you're fighting for some very hard objectives, like, for instance, if you're on Volskaya Foundry, if you're trying to win the overtime, Army of Hell is probably gonna give you a better edge than Blackpool. So we have level 20 now. We're trying to depush as much as we can from the lanes. My team is trying to set up a trap there in the bushes. I'm just gonna depush here. their team is also trying to play very safe, gaining their level 20 as well. Now, I tell to my team, let's hard push the bottom. So Juhana seems to be getting engaged there by the ATC. I really wanted my team to start putting some pressure on the bottom lane, maybe for the keep now. I see Genji wasted his mobility, so I'm trying to get close, but Illidan in the meantime putting a lot of pressure on the top. So now we're in a tough position to understand what we should be doing. I've been continuing to put pressure on the bottom in the meantime. Illidan is still left unchecked there. It's really not good. But I'm gonna try to sneak around here. Genji, I see the Genji, he used his dash, but not enough range to continue to do a good channel there. I'm gonna still put pressure here. I now start putting, but he's probably gonna have a dash now. Yep. Like this, I'm actually forcing Genji to be ineffective in a team fight with his Dragon Strike, forcing him to run out of me, so that's pretty strong as well. So everyone is alive and safe, pretty healthy. We're going to be looking forward to put pressure on this middle tempo and force them to come to us. So we have a Malfurion cooldown on the Nightmare, so that could be a bit of a problem. Now I'm looking to go on the flank side. I'm gonna throw my Q first. I'm looking forward to go to the flank side. I see the Genji. I'm gonna start channeling on him. Uther is dead, no Divine Shield. That means that Genji needs to escape with his Dragon Blade instead of doing damage. We're starting to pick up more kills. Uther is coming back, but we secure a kill on the Trande. Greymane just diving left and right with Go for the Throat. Now channeling on the Illidan is going to be a kill. And now with 4 men dead and only 8C alive, and we can just finish out the game here. Yes, indeed. Now, I wanna say Azmodan was a good choice versus Illidan and Genji, but I got a bit countered by the ATC and Uther stunts. So in this situation, it wasn't the greatest pick, but it allowed me to put a lot of 1v1 pressure when it comes to like wanting to cap tempo alone or wanting to force someone on the solo lane and put pressure on him. Yeah. MVP Tykes. Yeah, that was basically Azmodan laser build Overmind, guys. I just wanted to show you what I was playing, something new that I was playing that has been working for me. I have like 60 or 70% win rate with that, so that has been going pretty well for me. So not the best game to show the full potential of this build, but still maybe give you some idea of its potential that you might be overlooking in case of choosing, like, let's say the Sieging Rat talents that most of the people have been taking. So that is going to be everything from me from today, guys. Thank you for watching, and until next time, stay righteous.